Hello, students. Good morning, all of you. I hope you all are fine. I am Neeraj Khare as a biology teacher of class 10th. So, dear student, today we start chapter 16 Management of Natural Resources, part 2. Natural Resources, Management of Natural Resources, part 2. Sustainable the management of a forest resources wisely to make it the enable for the generations future generation to consider the conservation of the forest. We need to the look at the stakeholders who are the people whose life in around forest are the dependent on forest product for the various aspect of their life. The forest department of the government which work on the land and the control the resources from forest. The people who live in our around forest are dependent on forest product for the various aspect of their life. The forest department of the government which owns the land and the control the resources from forest. The industrialist from those who the use tendu leaves to make the beads to the ones with the paper mill who use the various forests produced. The wildlife and the nature enthusiast who the bond to conserve nature in its the pristine form. The wildlife and the natural enthusiast whose the passion to conserve natural in the pristine form. A major program is called the culture has been the started to the replenish the forest by the growing the more tree and the plants. Conservation of forest it is the carried out by the following methods. Conservation of forest, first one is the appropriation. It is the growing of the forest on the uprooted green lands. When the Van Mahotsav is a tree plantation movement carried out twice a year, February and July, by both government and the voluntary agencies. It is the growing of forest on the uprooted born land. When Ban Mahotsav is a tree plantation movement carried out twice a year, the February and July, by both government and the voluntary agencies. Separation of the commercial factory. Useful plants required by the industries should be the planted separately on the best land. Growing industries required plant is called production of plantation. Grazing should be the regulate according to the ability of the pastures. Deforestation, removal, decrease or the deteriorations of the forest cover often the area is called deforestation. Removal, decrease or the deteriorations of the forest cover often the area is called deforestation. The effect of deforestation: soil erosion. Removal of the plants cover expose the fertile soil to winds and the water. The latter remove the topsoil and make the area infertile. Deforestation, removal of the forest cover in the plants make the area dry in hot season. The soil becomes loose. Air current take away the fine soil particles, leaving the behind sand. Flood. Flood in a rainy season may be temporary. Rivulets are formed due to the loss of the observation, the capacity by the uprooted soil. The rivulet produce the floods in the law and the casing law to the agriculture, property and life. Floods in the rainy seasons, many temporary Rivulets are the formed due to the loss of the absorption capacity by the unprotected soil. The rivulet the produce the floods in low land, causing the loss to the agriculture, properties, and life. Dis- Destructions of the wildlife, deforestation leads to the deforestation of natural habitats of wild animals and the plants. Wildlife is therefore the destroyed. Climate change, in the absence of forest cover, the summer becomes the hotter while the winters become the extra cool. The frequency of rainfall decrease. Climate change, in the absence of forest cover, the summer becomes the hotter while the winter becomes the extra cool. The frequency of rainfall decrease. National Award for the Wildlife Conservation. The Government of India has the recently instated and the Amrita Devi Bisnoi National Award for the Wildlife Conservation in the memory of Amrita Devi, who's in the 1931 sacrificed her the life along with the 363 other for the protection khejri tree in Kerali village near the Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Chipko Andolan, Chipko movements, and a movement originated in the Garhwal in early 1970s that was the result of the grassroots level effect to end the alienation of the people from their forest. Thus, the Chipko movement is the Chipko Andolan is the tree hugging movement. Tree hugging movement in which the villagers compel the axemen to the stop tree feelings by the emerging and the forming ring. A circle around the marked tree. Example, the protection of Sal forest in West Bengal on 1972. Water as the resources. Water is the basic necessity for the all traditional form of the life. Reasons of water scarcity are closely related to the reason of the acute poverty. Failure to the sustain water ability has a result in loss of the vegetation cover, diversion for the high water demanding crop and the pollutions from the industries and the urban waste and less rain. Irrigation matters like dam, tank should be used in the various part of India. Advantage of dam: water from the dam is used for the irrigation in field through a network of the canals. Dam ensure round the year water supply to the crop fields and help rise agriculture production. Water from a dam is the supplied to the people in town and cities through the pipelines after the suitable treatment in the way constructions of dam to ensure the continuous water supply in the region. The falling the water from the dam is used for the generating electricity. The water rushing down the dam turn turbines which run electric generator. The water rushing down the dam turns the troubling which is run the electric generator. So dear student, today this topic is complete. So I send you the PDF for the some questions. So complete your work and send me. Thank you.